Hey, this week let's talk about the value you assign yourself. Hey guys, Randy Gage here. Want to welcome you to another episode of Prosperity TV. I'm back at my place in Miami. I never got a show done in Dallas, so I'm back in Miami and I wanted to get this to you. And I want to talk about the value that you assign yourself. I have a professional that I work with. That, in other words, I hire a body worker, right? That does physical therapy. So I go usually every couple of weeks because of after softball I need for my back because of my spinal surgeries. So they're a professional, right? They've got a license, they went through a training, they run a professional business and advertise it and have rates. And they raised their rate by $7. So I come one week and he said, I want you to know that, you know, starting next week, instead of this, it'll be, you know, instead of 120, it'll be 127. And I thought, what, you know, how does someone value themselves that they would charge $7 more? If they went from 120 to 150, I would say that would impress me, that they kind of valued themselves more. I have a friend who was doing a Patreon thing where you could, if you support a newsletter at a certain level, then he would do a webcast with you or a Zoom call or conference call or something for like $3 or $7 or something like that. And again, I was like, dude, you gotta value yourself a little more, right? It's the message you send the world. You know, I was at the National Speakers Association convention last week, and people ask all the time, what's the difference between a speaker who charges $3,000 and one who charges $7,000, or one who charges $5,000 and one who charges $10,000? And in most cases, it's just how much they're willing to value themselves. In other words, you have the beginning speakers who have to speak for free. They're learning the skills. They're the Rotary Club speakers, right? And the rubber chicken circuit, we call it. And then you have the $500 speakers and the $700 speakers, and they're just starting out and they're getting it. But by the time you're charging $5,000 a speech, you're probably a professional. You've learned some platform skills. You've demonstrated to the marketplace you can do a job. So what's the difference between $5,000 and $7,000 or $7,000 and $10,000? And I think most of the time it's the value that they assign themselves. And it doesn't work the other way. It doesn't work that way in reverse. In other words, there's lots of speakers who charge $5,000 who could get 10 and they're worth it. And then there's not a lot of speakers who charge $10,000 but they're really only worth 5. Because if you charge 10 and you're not worth it, nobody hires you, right? You don't get referrals. And then go from 10 to 25 and 25 to 35 or 50,000 or, you know, the higher levels of speech. It's the same thing. Nobody gets 50 grand a speech and they're crappy speakers, you know, unless they're just a celebrity and they're getting hired for their celebrity. But I mean, if a professional speaker, somebody at a 5-figure, 6-figure range, they've become amazing on the platform, and that's why they get it. Now, for all you who's saying, well, okay, I'm not a professional like that. I don't set my own fees. I have a job, whatever. Here's what I want you to work on this week. What I want you to understand is it's not just about money. It's not just about dollar signs or euro signs. It's about the self-worth that you have. And in the other area, the way you set your fees metaphorically is the boundaries you set for the kind of behavior you accept from others. Meaning the kind of behavior you allow, the treatment that you allow people to treat you. So if you have people who take advantage of you, you understand that isn't about them, that's about you. if someone's abusing you, you understand that's not really about them, it's about you. We have to send a message to the people in our lives. We have to send a message to the world what respect we demand, what type of treatment we will accept, and what type of treatment we don't or won't accept. And that's a big deal in terms of prosperity consciousness. So think about that, and if you have any thoughts, please share them below in the comments. Until next week, have an amazing one. Peace. Hey, get down there, see the like button, see the share buttons. Do me a favor, tell other people about Prosperity TV. Talk to you next Monday.